All right, my friends, it's really happening. The Book 5 Kickstarter is finally here. So I just want to give you guys, I'm going to give you the briefest history that I can, starting from book 1, which I started when I was 12 years old. I am turning 32 this year, actually right around the same time these books are coming out. So it's going to be like my 20th year anniversary of working on this series. A lot of you guys know it took me 5 years to write this, and then 7 more years of rewriting it and learning and improving before it was finally ready to publish. I had a lot of ups and downs with the whole publishing industry before I came to Kickstarter, and decided that I was going to try to raise $5,000 for my very first print run as a totally unknown author, no books under my belt, no prestige to my name. I'd also never had $5,000 in my entire life at that point, so it was extraordinarily scary. And I was sending out a lot of handwritten letters, just asking all my friends and family and everybody who knew that I had been working on the book for 12 years at that point to please come buy a copy. And you know what? They did. At our very first Kickstarter, we raised $7,000 for book 1. This was 7 years ago. And it's just been snowballing ever since then. Book 2 came out, I don't know, a year or two later, and Kickstarter, we raised another $7,000. It was super exciting. I hit a point in my life after book 2 where I didn't love my job. I didn't love the relationship that I was in, and I didn't love where I lived. And so I just quit everything cold turkey, and I moved away, and I left it all behind, and I jumped on an Amtrak train and just traveled the entire country for months and watched the world go by and wrote book 3, which was incredible. I just put a call out on Facebook and I said, hey, who do I know all over the country? Where are you? Do you have a couch I can stay on? And I had 26 different states come back and be like, hey, you can come stay with us. And that is what I did. And I just tried to grow as a person and see and learn everything that I could as I wrote my 3rd book. And also I built an Instagram following, and I really tried to be a lot more interactive. So then when we did a Kickstarter for book 3, it ended up raising $10,000, which was amazing. And I was a full-time author at that point, and I just went around to shows and sold books all the time, and it was so cool. And then when book 4 came out, that following had kept building and building, and we all of a sudden raised $17,000. And so it's just been growing and growing, and I'm a little ashamed, guilty to say that book 4, we had our launch party actually before COVID ever hit. And so yeah, it's been a long time, and I've been getting a lot of friendly requests for people wanting to know when book 5 is coming out, and so I'm super excited that it's finally here. I will say, I did give you guys Prince Avalask in the meantime, which was the prequel, and it raised $15,000 on Kickstarter, which was just because it's a skinnier book than the rest of them, so it was priced a little bit lower. It actually had the exact same amount of people show up to buy as book 4 had, so that was super exciting. And then we did some kids books. We did Macho and the Great Dragon Escape, and then Macho and the Dragon Egg Rescue, which you'll see back there. Those kids books are so fun. Everything rhymes. It's all illustrated. It's been an absolute blast. But all of this has culminated in book 5 coming out this year, which is the very last one in the series. To me, I feel like I'm closing the book on a massive chapter of my life, and it's bittersweet. I'll be totally honest. I'm gonna miss this series so much, and to everyone who says, oh, maybe there'll be a book 6, I don't want to get your hopes up. There's not. And you're gonna see why after you read book 5. But we are here for Kickstarter for book 5, and I just want to tell you guys a little bit about it. So for everybody who is brand new to the Secrets of the Tally series, I'll just kind of tell you what it's about. It starts here with book 1, and you got some magic going on, they're fantasy, but it's also a mystery. You're trying to solve the identity of both of your main characters in this. So it's something kind of fun and unique. So the first is this girl. She wakes up, she doesn't know who she is or why she's really important. She's totally lost her memory, but she finds this list of tally marks of all the lives she's saved. And now she doesn't know how she saved all these people, and there are these monsters targeting her, and now she doesn't know why she's a target. So she's got to figure out who she is and why she's so important. And there's this guy who shows up who's pretty eager to help her solve the mystery, and she's like, I don't know about you either. So she has got to figure out who he is and whether or not she can trust him, and she has to figure out who she is, all before those monsters can catch her. And then book 1, you do find out who she is, and it kind of spirals out of control and opens up a whole new can of worms that becomes book 2, 3, 4, and then the prequel fills in a lot of the backstory, and then finally book 5 to wrap up the whole overall story. So one of the cool new things that I'm doing on this Kickstarter that I have never done before is having add-ons. So my goal with this Kickstarter campaign, you guys, I want this to be the biggest one we've ever done. I want it to be the best, the most exciting, because whatever final number we have as our fundraising is the number that I'm going to take to my next publisher and be like, hey, I have a fan base. They love what I do. They will actually buy books when I write them. Please publish me. So I want a big number to show them is what I'm getting at. And one of the really cool things that we can do is we can sell more than just books on this campaign. We're going to be selling all of the merch that I've ever had related to Secrets of the Tally. So I guess I should start at the beginning and say how Kickstarter works is there are rewards tiers that you're going to be able to choose from. So you can choose just one book, which is most likely if you already have all the others and you only want book 5, you're just gonna select that option. Totally great. I'm super stoked. You guys are gonna love it. And I really can't wait to share it with you. But there's also gonna be an option to buy a whole box set, which is super cool and new, and we're designing it right now, but it's gonna have all 6 books in the series, the 5 core ones plus the prequel, in a fabulous box set. And I wish I had the artwork to show you right now. Hopefully I will by the time this campaign launches. But it's gonna look really, really amazing, and it's gonna tie everything together. And then you're also gonna see an option to buy literally everything, which is all the books, all the swag. That'll include the chapter books and the Macho Kids books. It'll have everything involved. But here's the thing, guys, you don't have to select the everything bundle to be able to get the swag. Once you select any of those tiers, if it's just the one book, if it's the whole box set of 6, you're gonna get redirected to a page then that has all of the add-ons. And that is everything else pretty much that I've ever done that I still have available for selling. It's all gonna be there for you. So if you buy just book 5, but you want an extra copy of book 1 to give to a friend, you would just buy book 5 up front, and then on the add-on page, you would add on a second copy of book 1. And then after the campaign is over, assuming we hit our funding goal, which I feel pretty confident that we will, you'll get sent a survey that asks you, where do you want your stuff sent? And I just want to clarify really quick, when you get that survey, you're gonna see a question that asks what name you want printed in the back. This always causes confusion no matter how I word it, so I'm gonna try to explain it right now so that we don't have any confusion over it, but it is asking you what name you want printed on this backer list. So every single book has a list of names of everybody who helped bring it to life. And this is the very last time we're gonna be doing this on book 5. So every book has this. It's a different list in each of them for everybody who showed up on those Kickstarter campaigns. These are all my people who came out to support me 7 years ago. It's super cool. You'll notice though on book 4, that the list in the back, hang on, almost there. It's quite a bit longer. We had quite a larger following by the time we got to book 4. So let's see how many pages we can make book 5 and how many people we can get onto that backer list in book 5. So let me put these back real quick. No matter what you buy in the campaign, you are going to get your name added to the back of the book, or you can do a family name. Just you can't have it be like 4 lines long. It has to fit into 1 line. That is like the only stipulation. But the add-ons, this part is new and it's super exciting. So you're gonna get the option to add any of the books that we have. That includes Secrets of the Tally, book 1, Catching Epics, book 2, A Deal for 3, book 3, To Wear the Cloak, book 4, Prince Avalask, the prequel. It also includes the kids' books. I can reach these, hang on. Oh gosh, okay. This is number 2. Why am I holding that up first? I can do this. I can't do this. Okay, it includes the kids' books, Macho and the Great Dragon Escape. It's about Macho the puppy, who you might also recognize from book 4. He was pretty much so popular in the main series that he got his own spin-off series. Macho has accidentally let all the baby dragons escape from the hatchery, and he has to go find them and bring them all home. So each of these are about 30 illustrated pages and everything rhymes. And then in book 2, Macho and all of the baby dragons are already friends, and they have to go on a rescue mission to find all the missing dragon eggs, but they're not sure if they're gonna be able to do it because everybody's so different, and they might just find out in book 2 that the things that make them unique are the things that save the day in the end. So these are super fun. They do go with the main series, but you obviously don't have to read the main series before you read these with your kiddos. Okay, so all of the books are going to be available. We also have the Macho candles, and these are so good, you guys. Oh my gosh. So I decided to package them in sets of 2 because you guys can't quite smell them over the internet, so you're just gonna have to take my word for it. We have 2 that are very sweetly scented. So this is like a warm cookie, and this is a maple sugar. If you guys like sweet things like birthday cake and what else? I don't know, melted caramel, you're gonna love these 2 candles. These 2 are berry flavored. So this is blackberry sage and black raspberry vanilla. I don't think anybody, because I bring these to a lot of shows in person, I don't think I've ever seen anybody pick these 2 up and not absolutely love them. And then the last 2 are Drac and Von Drago. Drac and Vanilla are tied for my 2 best sellers. There's something about Drac, he's evergreen citrus. This one's actually my favorite. You kind of expect it to smell like a Christmas tree, but it's actually like way more delicious because of this whole citrus added to it. I can't really totally describe it over the internet, but believe me, if you like fresh scents, you're gonna want these 2, berry scents are these 2, and sweet scents are these 2. So you can buy any of those for the add-ons. Another thing that we have is the Secrets of the Tally pins. These came out a couple of years ago, and it's been a little while since we've seen them. I have not had these for sale for a little while. This is probably gonna be the last time I ever offer them. So if you guys have seen these in the past and decide you wanted them, this is pretty much your last chance. So get them while you can. Another thing that we have had over the years is a couple different art prints, and you guys may have more than the ones that I have here. So I have 3 left that we're going to be offering in the add-on section. I can think of at least 2 others that we had that we no longer do. So these are the 3 that we still have. They're just going to be in a bundle of 3, and it is this beautiful one by Kayla Classy, which is, well, you know what, I won't tell you what it is. You either know what it is or you don't know what it is, and I don't want to give it away if you don't. Same with this one, and actually, yeah, same with this one. You either know or you don't know. So these are absolutely gorgeous. This is going to be like probably the last time we ever offer them, so come get them if you want them. One of the really cool things that I have done over the years is called the 60-day novel writing challenge. We won't get into the whole spiel about that here, but the very, very basic gist of it is that I literally recorded 60 videos in a row. So you get them emailed to you every single day, and it's a video to watch and a homework assignment to do. And if you watch the video and do the homework every day for 60 days, I walk you through every step and you have a book done at the end of day 60. It's 30 days of planning and then 30 days of writing. So this is really very fun. It's if you've ever wanted to write your own novel. It does have to be fiction is kind of the only thing. And you get a workbook, you get a checklist, you get a winner's pin at the end. I know I've got one around here somewhere. Huh, I do. I knew it was up there. They're different for every single year, so this year's is actually going to look a little bit different from this, but you do get a pin when you're done. So yeah, the 60-day novel writing challenge is available if you want to buy it through Kickstarter, which would be super cool because, again, it all goes towards that big number. And I think that is everything except the brand new one that I'm so excited to show you guys. And you may have seen a sneak peek of this last time. So you guys know I've got my kids' books here, Puppies and Baby Dragons, right? They're super fun. This is Macho, and this is Macho's best friend, Spike. And we have wanted for a very long time to turn these into plushies, and it is finally happening. These are my 2 sample copies. So here's Macho, and if he's not the cutest thing you've ever seen, I don't know what is. So he is, and Macho, like, let me just let you guys know, Macho's not like a real breed of dog. He kind of looks like a golden retriever, but he's got some different colors, and that is because he lives in a fantasy world, and I couldn't just have a regular old golden retriever running around. So Macho does have a few extra colors and a little golden tip on his tail, and he's super adorable. But also, we can't forget his best friend, Spike. So Macho and Spike are going to be available to buy on the Kickstarter campaign, and I just love the way that they've turned out. They are so adorable, and they are kid approved also. I took them around to my first show this year, and the kids were like, I felt kind of bad because I was just kind of like showing them off and seeing what people thought, and I wanted to know, oh, which one do you like more? Do you like Macho or do you like Spike? And the kids were like, screaming because they couldn't have them, and I felt really bad about it. So I know that they are very, very lovable, and they are kid approved, and they are me approved. So I hope that you guys get a plushie if you need one. Again, all you have to do is buy, you know, either the 1 book or the 6 books, or there is the everything bundle that includes literally everything that I just listed off, except the 60-day novel writing challenge. That one is not included. It's just all the books and all the swag that go with them. But yeah, so you can actually get a couple of these if you need. Just so you know, there is a bundle price, so you can either buy them separately or you save a little bit if you buy them together, which I recommend because they're best friends. So those I think are all the add-ons. I feel like I'm gonna remember one that's like really important at the end, but that's okay. So the bottom line is, you guys, I have just had so much fun working on this series for literally 20 years now. It's gonna be very, very bittersweet to see it go, but I'm also really excited for the next series that's gonna be coming out after this. So I really hope that you guys stick around and, you know, stay with me and stay up to date with everything that I'm doing after all of this is over. And you know what? If you're brand new to Secrets of the Tally, you have picked a really good time to come join us, because you can get the whole series right now. You don't have to wait for the next book to come out. And you can see that people do actually like them, right? You don't have to just take my word for it at this point. You can go back and see, oh, those Kickstarters did get a little better year after year. People must have wanted to stick around and get the next book time and time again. So gosh, I don't really know what to say other than thank you, and it's really weird to be signing off on my last Kickstarter video in this series after 7 years of Kickstarter publishing with you guys. So thank you again for sticking with me, and I can't wait to see how this campaign goes, and we will see you in the next series too.